It's a recurring theme. Comments of a certain nature on videos of a certain type. Whether I'm talking about Jeff Nippard and Mike Van Wyck, whether I'm talking about Wes, Johnny Bravo, and Muscle Discord, whether I'm talking about the fact that more and more bodybuilders are dying, some at very young ages because of gear use, people just don't want more than 1 or 2 videos on it. They'll say, move on, get over it, get on with your life. It's because these are topics that make people uncomfortable. Maybe they hit too close to home. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything. But I've always been a big fan. If you don't like something, change the channel. No one is forcing you to watch Strength Addicts. No one is forcing you to comment on Strength Addicts content. There are so many channels on YouTube. Seriously. Strength Addicts got started on YouTube in 2008. 2008. And since then, there has been just an exodus, like a clearinghouse, a surplus, I don't know what, of channels. And it's not like you're seeing Strength Addicts on a suggested view, because I'm pretty sure we've been shadow banned for the last 5 or 6 years. And of the 25,000 plus subs that I got as a result of interviewing people like Rich Piana, okay, and Mike O'Hearn, and doing interviews with Mr. Olympias like Sean Flexitron Roden and Brandon Curry, I don't get to be seen by most of them, because when YouTube went to the bell, most of them never rang it. So I've got these 25,000 subs, and most of them never see my videos. So again, I don't understand why I'm getting so many comments, and they're coming to my phone. I don't know where my phone's at, but I'm getting like messages on my phone from people that may have my number. I don't know how, maybe through the contest coverage days, or maybe they just found it online. I mean, I'm not hard to find, guys. I'm not exactly a private individual. And, you know, they're texting me, and I'm not getting trolled. I'm not getting pizza sent to my house or anything like that. It's hilarious. And I would probably eat them. But the thing is, I'm getting texted, move on, you know, get on with your life. Stop talking about this. Because, you know, I guess what they're trying to say is, like, I've talked about it enough. And that's another interesting question, because, you know, as a content creator, to have someone either tell you or, you know, imply to you that you've already talked enough on something seems antithetical to the whole idea of social media. I mean, you're supposed to have a voice, and no one's supposed to tell you, you know, when you have expressed yourself enough. You know what I mean? To me, that's like a, I don't know, it's like a dire restraint, you know what I mean? A prior restraint. It's, what the hell is a dire restraint? It's a prior restraint. But the thing is that I just feel like they're cramping my style, basically. But it's not because they're trying to be hateful. It's not. It's not because they're trying to be like trolls. It is, I think, because I am talking about things that make them uncomfortable. And as I said at the onset, it may be too close to home for them. You know what I mean? And again, I don't know what it is. But listen, the Jeff Nippard, Mike Van Wyck thing, that thing went viral. And people are still talking about it. And then you've got the situation with Wes, you know, being called out by, you know, various platforms, you know. And and in fact, I think I misgrouped, because I think Wes is Johnny Bravo, and I think and I know Mike Van Wyck and Jeff Nippard is more so Muscle Discord. But look at Muscle Discord now; they got into it with Guy Sister Nino as a result of that. So it's just like there's a lot of things going on, and you know, you got a lot of great podcasts in bodybuilding that I discovered as a result of my interview or whatever that was with Muscle Discord. It was so fucking amazing. It was hilarious. It was It was amazing. It was thought-provoking. I'm not going to edit that out. You know what I love about Dave Palumbo? One of the many things I love about Dave is if he stutters or he makes a mistake, he does not have his guy or his people edit that out, you know, and he does a retake, and then they flush it together, and almost like this, did I see something? Was that popcorn and Coke like they did in the 70s? No, he didn't do that. He just goes with it. You know, he doesn't even do what I do to play it down with a little bit of side banner like this. The point is that, you know, as a content creator, it's just not in the cards. It shouldn't be in the cards for you to stop talking about something, even when your viewers tell you to. If, in fact, and again, I wish maybe I had a teleprompter, I wouldn't be, you know, but I'm doing all this like off the cuff, as most people do. And if you have a script and you're reading off of it while doing a video, more power to you, but I'm not a robot, okay? I don't do that. But I'm going to start owning my little stutters and owning my little mistakes and owning my little like mind farts, because the reality of the matter is I'm just talking to you. That's all I'm doing. But, you know, to me, I just feel like I'm not going to cater my channel to whatever is necessary to get the views or keep the subs, because then I'm selling out. You know what I mean? Then I'm selling out. And I think that it's just bizarre to me that there are so many people that want, you know, things that are relevant to not be discussed. You know, I've gotten people telling me, for example, about Big Lenny. Oh, did you know this about Big Lenny? Did you know this about Big Lenny? I don't know Big Lenny like that. You know, I met him at the Ruby 2 times. We may have exchanged IMs, DMs, whatever. He mentioned me a couple times on his podcast. I wanted to work with him. And since when I say I don't know him, I mean, beyond that, I was not friends with Big Lenny, so I don't know about his living situation, his health situation. I don't know anything about that. So when people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about. And I've said I don't know what I'm talking about. And I own that. And so if I get, you know, an email or I get a comment and I think it's something of interest, I'm going to look into it, like with the eviction and all that. And so now there's something else to talk about. So all I'm trying to say is, look, if I wanted to do clickbaity stuff, I could do it. I don't do it. But on the flip side, I'm also not going to stop talking about things that are in the news and that are actually happening, simply because it makes some people uncomfortable. I think we've got this whole PC type movement going on as well. And people say, oh, you know, you shouldn't, I've had people tell me you shouldn't drink an energy drink. Now, they don't sponsor me. I don't get a cent from them. I don't get a discount. I don't get anything. I like this energy drink. I like this flavor. And if I need to drink something while I'm doing this, I'm going 7 minutes here, I'm going to drink something while I'm doing it. Some people say it's very unprofessional for you to drink. It's very unprofessional for you to eat. It's very unprofessional for you to chew gum. So again, it goes back to get on with your life. Stop talking about this. You know, it's just, if it's said in the context of a constructive criticism, great. If it's said in the context of a troll, great. If it's said in the context of whatever, great. But don't get upset if I don't actually do what you're telling me to do. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate you watching. I want to invite you to check out ironmaglabs.com today for all your pro-hormone needs, protein needs, vitamin needs, pre-workout needs. Visit IML, make your mark with ironmaglabs.com today. I hope you all have a great week. Happy hump day. And what the fuck? No, yesterday was happy Flashback Thursday.